Welcome to my May TBR. If you guys don't know, most months, almost every single month, I play my TBR game, which is TBR Bluff, to help me decide what I'm going to be reading for that next month. Last month, it was extremely mean to me. It took forever for us to clear the board, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But because of that, I did not finish my TBR, unsurprised, and we will be adding a sixth roll to today. I'm so excited for May. It's going to be Escape the Readathon month, which is a readathon hosted by Lexi from Books with Lexi. I realized as I was editing, something happened, something corrupted while I was telling you guys about Escape the Readathon. So let me quickly tell you what that is about. It is a competitive-based readathon that runs all month long. We are going to be on 4 different teams racing against a evil cruise master in order to get out of the Orange Cat Cruise and be the first team out. There are going to be games that we have to play, rooms that we have to open. Let me flip you back into the original video where I tell you what team I'm co-hosting and a little bit more about the readathon. I'm so excited to be co-hosting Team Podcasters with Heather from Books and Heather. I think we are going to have the best time. If you have not joined yet, there's still plenty of time to do so. I will leave it down in the description box that you should join Team Podcasters. A couple quick housekeeping things. I will roll the die up to 3 times to find a corresponding prompt. If I can't find a corresponding prompt, then I have to use the spinner wheel to pick my next book. And once I find a corresponding prompt, I cover it up. I have to get 5 in a row and then I can clear the board. That's basically how the game works. It'll make a lot more sense once you see it. But I think that's all of the upkeep, all of the things that I really needed to mention. There are a couple of book club books. If I don't get them on the TBR, we will talk about them at the end. And yeah, let's just jump into our first roll. Okay, so a brand new clear board. TBR Bluff roll number 1. I don't know what to do with all of these options. We have 2 6s and 2 4s. Is it that easy? Is the first roll really that easy? Because book club or read along sounds fantastic. Roll number 1 gave us a book club or read-along book, which was honestly perfect. It was too easy not to just go with because I have 2 book clubs / buddy reads that I need to get in at the TBR for this month. So for this one, I think I'm going to be going with Silver Elite. This is my Patreon buddy read for the month of May, and I cannot wait to read this. It's apparently dystopian romantasy, and I have not read a really good dystopian in a very long time. I feel like it had its moment back in YA several years ago, and now it's making its moment again. All of the early reviews for this have been fantastic. I don't think I've seen anything under a 4-star, which maybe I'm setting my expectations a little bit too high, but it's fine. It's all fine. This comes out at the beginning of May. I do have an arc for it, but I'll probably wait until the beginning of May to read it with all of my patrons. But I'm so excited to read this. I think it is going to be like the new thing. Is it going to be the new thing? I hope it's going to be the new thing, and it's something a little bit different to get on my TBR. All right, time for our second roll. So that gave me a straight. That was not at all helpful, so we're just gonna re-roll the whole thing. So that also did not give me anything. Did that give me another straight? That never happens. Okay, our last roll. Let's hope we get something. So that also did not give me anything. Really, on the very first clean board, the very first time with a new clean board, we're gonna have to use color generator? Free space? I think we are. I don't think we managed to get anything with that, and we're gonna have to go with free space. And then we had super easy and super hard. I did not find a corresponding prompt, so I ended up having to use my free space on the very first clean board, which is really depressing. But anyway, we didn't have to do the spinner wheel, and I got really sick of the spinner wheel last month, so it's fine. But that means that we have a color generator, and I've actually found this different color generator that gives you multiple, it gives you a color palette instead of just a singular color, and I thought that that could be fun. We're gonna try it. If we don't like it, then we'll go back to the old way soon. But this is just the one that it gave me to start. Oh, wow. It wants a very colorful book. Okay, I'm just gonna go with things that have a lot of color on them. This may take me a second. I'll be back. That was astronomically easier than I thought it was going to be. For Escape the Readathon, one of the prompts is a book that you've been putting off, and I made a TBR of lots of books that I've been putting off, but one of the ones that I put on that TBR was The Last Murder at the End of the World, and I feel like That is perfect. Like, right? That's perfect. I'm assuming it's about a murder, and to solve the murder, we're gonna save the world. There's an island. It was destroyed by a fog that is killing everything that it touched. It sounds really interesting. I'm hoping this will be a win. When I put it on that TBR, lots of people said that they enjoyed this, so I'm hoping I will too. Roll number 3. 2 2s and 2 1s plus a 6, but the 6 is not helpful. So 2 2s and 2 1s is an underhyped book. Do I have an underhyped book to read? I don't know that I do. Underhyped is fun, but all the things that I want to read are very hyped right now. But that is a prompt for Escape the Readathon, so I feel like it's a must. Then we got underhyped, which I don't really know what underhyped means. There's been a lot of discussion on what is considered underhyped and what's not. This is another Escape the Readathon prompt, so it worked out really well to also get it on my TBR. But I'm considering underhyped, honestly, something I just haven't heard a lot about in my sphere, or something that has less than 2,000 reviews on Goodreads. I don't know. What is considered underhyped? You tell me in the comments what you think underhyped is. But to be on the safe side, I'm going to go with something that has 104 ratings and 42 reviews on Goodreads. So very, very like low amount of people have apparently read this book. And that is Shades of Silver City by Miranda Joy. This is a romantasy or an urban fantasy that I have heard a little bit about. I think it was a fabled book, although I didn't end up picking it up. It's this: imagine if Gotham City had fairies, the Grim Reaper, Robin Hood, and romance. Say less. All of that sounds incredible. So hopefully this ends up being a win for me. Otherwise, I just don't really know much about it. It's a fae-free human haven where magic is banned. She is very, very human, but she has a faeologist father. Curious. We have a soul seer, and she has to decide whether or not saving the city is worth uncovering harsh truths, or if surrendering to her romantic feelings are going to revive her lackluster life. I'm not really sure how that's Gotham and Robin Hood, but I'm curious to see how it's going to work out. Again, this is one that I think is very, very underhyped, but I am curious what your definition of underhyped is. Roll number 4. 2 4s, a 1, a 6, and a 5. 2 4s again is skip. We don't want that. That's no fun. I want the skip to be saved for when the TBR bluff board looks like a bomb went off. So we're going to keep 2 of the 4s. And then what else do we want? Fantasy, character cover art, hyped. We already have underhyped, romantasy. We're gonna re-roll these because I don't have an opinion. 2 5s. So 2 4s and 2 5s is a horror book. Interesting. I like it. Then we got 2 5s and 2 4s, which is a horror book. Perfect opportunity for me to put When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy on here. This is mine and Cassidy's Patreon book club read for the month of May, and I am so excited to be reading this with her and all of our Patreons. Both of us love Nat Cassidy. He is one of my auto-buy favorite authors. I don't think that I've read anything from him yet that I haven't just really enjoyed or constantly been thinking about afterward, so I cannot wait to read this one. I know it's about, I think, a girl that ends up rescuing a boy that has been kidnapped by his father, but there is something hiding in the shadows and it might be a werewolf, something like that. He usually has like a little bit of a supernatural twist, but also is it supernatural? You don't actually know, and I cannot wait. His books always have good like commentary to them too, a really emotional punch to the horror, and I think it is going to be a great time. So what would normally be our last roll, we are going to have one more roll because I clearly did not finish my TBR in April. I was doomed to fail. So let's go with roll number 5. 2 5s, a 2, a 6, and a 4. So 2 5s is not on the board, but we have a couple of things with 5s. Chunky, Pulpic, Steal a Book, Weapon on the Cover. Pulpic would be really fun, so I'm going to keep the 2 5s and the 2 and reroll the 6 and the 4. So that's 2 5s and 2 4s, which we got last time, not on the board anymore. Oh, fire. Fire, fire, fire. This is a bad idea. Hey! Ooh! Did I do it? I did it. Okay, cool. Pulpic. After that, we got a poll pick, and I have a couple of different options. I'll probably put it up for my patrons to decide. I'm gonna pop up on the screen what they chose for me once I have the results back, but the options I'm gonna give them are Anathema and Fairytale. I think I need a kick in the butt to pick up these. They both either have audiobooks or are getting audiobooks very soon because these are chunky and a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I've heard incredible things about both. Overgrowth by Mira Grant, one of my favorite horror authors. I absolutely love her stuff. This is the other pen name for Shauna McGuire. Direbound, which I've been hearing amazing things about. It has been all over TikTok and I'm a little bit scared of it, honestly, but I've heard it is like a werewolf fourth wing, but I'm not usually a wolf girly, so we'll see. And potentially Raven Scholar, that is a new fantasy. Am I back in my fantasy era? I don't know that I am, but I've been hearing lots of buzz about it, and maybe I can talk somebody into buddy reading it with me. That seems less scary. So once they decide, I will leave it on the screen. Hopefully it was a good one. Okay, then what is hopefully our final roll and our punishment roll, number 6. 3 3s, a 1, and a 5. So 3s, we don't have 2 3s on the board. We do have Weapon on the Cover, Kindle Unlimited, Romantasy, Continuous Series, or Friend Fave. We're going to keep all of the 3s and reroll these 2. A 5 and a 3. We got 4 3s, which is Friend Fave. I think that is perfect. So there you have it. That is what the board looks like at the end of May. Not bad right now. Not bad at all, but we're looking for pain in the future. I just know it. And last but not least, we have a Friend Fave, which is perfect because I am going to be going with a book that I know Lexi really enjoyed and has been recommending, and that is The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz, I believe. And it's about a author that goes on a writing retreat, but the catch is they have to complete an entire novel while they're there, and it ends up being some sort of trap and a pulse-pounding nightmare. I've been putting this off for a while because I just haven't been reading as many thrillers, but I think it is the perfect month for me to give it a try. So there you have it. That is my TBR, official TBR for May. I will be throwing in some other books as well, but I managed to get both of my book club reads as well as some Escape the Readathon prompts on here, so I think it was the perfect TBR, honestly. It was a good month. After the chaos of last month, this month was very, very nice to me. So let me know if you're going to be participating in Escape the Readathon and what books you're planning to read for the month down in the comments below. Also what team you're on. I'm dying to know, even though Podcasters is still by far the best. If you just want to let me know that you were here and hanging out, leave me a mic down in the comments below. As always, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.